Hello kiddos and welcome back for another lesson. Today we're talking about Frida Kahlo, and she is a famous Mexican artist who's known mostly for her portraits, especially her self-portraits. So today's project is going to be a self-portrait, and the meaning of self-portrait means self, meaning me, or in this case you, portrait meaning picture. So you're going to start by drawing a picture of yourself. Isn't that fun? And I'm going to teach you some ways to do that. If you've never done it before, this is a fun one. And if you've done it before, maybe you can add some different details and make it different than the last time. So if you're ready for a little creative inspiration, here we go. Okay, are you ready to draw a picture of yourself? Awesome. So you're going to be doing this on a piece of paper, but I'm going to do it on a whiteboard, just so I can show you some options and things as we do each of the features on your face and things like that. And I can show you different shapes you can use and just some ideas to make your picture look just like you. It might help to have a picture of yourself sitting nearby, just so that you kind of can glance at it and try to make it look as close as possible. So I have my iPad right there with me, and we're going to start with the face. Anybody tell me what shape your face is? That's right. If you said oval or circle, ding, 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 you got it right. So I'm going to start in the middle of my paper with a face shape. Something like that. Is it okay if your face looks something like that? Absolutely. There are no bad pictures. There is no such thing as bad art. So you can't go wrong. So if it looks like that, it's awesome. All you're going to do is try to do the best you can do, and I want you to love what you end up with. I am going to start with this face shape right here. And if you look at my face, you see, if you look down, you can see my neck. So I'm going to do our neck next. And a neck is just one line and two lines down, just like that. And then I'm going to give myself some shoulders. So you come down and just like that. And you can see I have a face, a neck, and shoulders. All right, moving on to the details of our face. I'm going to start with our eyes. And I don't think that our face should look something like this, because while it's cute, it just doesn't have any detail, and it certainly doesn't look like you or me. So I'm going to show you how to do some detail without going too crazy. But I am going to start with the eyes. So I'm going to do a dot, make it a little bigger than what I just did, and another dot. Try to make them the same size, since our eyes are pretty close to the same size. All right, now to add a little extra detail, I'm going to put a curve over the top of both eyes, just like that. And I'm going to add some eyelashes. You don't have to add them, but we all have them. So if you want to add them, go ahead and draw them in. Then I'm going to add a curve under the eye for each one. And look at that. Just with a few extra lines, you've added a bunch of detail to your picture already. Okay, the next thing I want to add is eyebrows. A lot of people forget about these when they're drawing themselves, but they're pretty important. So I'm going to give myself one eyebrow and two eyebrows. Now, these are pretty simple eyebrows. You'll notice eyebrows can actually change the expression you want to portray in your picture. If you want to look mad, you could put your eyebrows like that. If you wanted to look sad, which hopefully you are not right now, you could put them kind of like this. And look at that. It instantly changes how you look in your picture. I'm hoping most of you are happy if you're doing this project right now. So I just want my eyebrows to be plain and simple, happy, just like that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is the nose. I like to make a pretty big nose, but I have a pretty big nose. So I'm going to come down like this, and I'm going to give it a little loop-dee and come right back up, just like that. And that's my nose. You could do one line down like this if you wanted. You could do an L, just like that if you wanted. You make your nose look like your nose. Okay, there's my nose. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is actually the hair. Now, hair is crazy. Hair can look so different. You might have short, straight hair like this. You might have long, straight hair like this. You might have curly hair like my kids, and you can have short curly hair like this. You could have long curly hair like that. You could have a ponytail. Let's see if we can draw a ponytail. You could do a ponytail like this and put a little scrunchie in it. You could do pigtails like that. So you're gonna draw your hair the way you want your hair to look just like you. Looking at my picture, I have straightened my hair, so it's pretty short and it's straight. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it down just to about here and just to about here. And if you look, you can see that I actually have hair about a finger or even 2 fingers above where my head is. And people sometimes forget that when they're drawing hair. So if you put 1 finger down on your board and you put hair up here, you can draw your part. That's where my part is. And then make sure you add your hair all the way up to that part. It'll give it more depth and make it look more like you. So go ahead and add your hair however you want it. So that it looks like you. Ta-da. All right, what are we missing? We're missing the mouth. It's so important, and hopefully you're smiling. So I am going to smile in my self-portrait because I am smiling right now working with you on this project. It's fun. And I'm going to give myself lips on the bottom, and I'm going to give myself some teeth because I'm smiling with teeth. Just like that and that. All right, the one thing I want to do is make sure it looks like I have clothes on in my self-portrait. So I'm going to show you how easy that can be. You can give yourself a scoop, just like that, a curve under your neck, and it looks like you're wearing a shirt. And if you want to decorate your shirt with stripes or with polka dots or with a pattern or with little dinosaurs, if you're a boy, or stars, anything that you want, you can go ahead and do that right now. And at this point, your self-portrait is done, and we'll move on to the second part of our project. Great job. I can't wait to see your self-portraits. After you draw your self-portrait and you're happy with how everything looks, you're going to go ahead and trace over your pencil marks like I have done here with a black permanent marker. And if you want to, you can add colors for your shirt and your eyes, because your eyes are probably not black. They might be brown, blue, green, hazel. So you can go ahead and color those in with permanent marker. And your hair too, because you probably don't have black hair like me, but some people do. You might have blonde hair, you might have brown hair, you might have black hair, you might have gray hair, you might have pink hair if you use some chalk in it, something like that. So go ahead and finish up yourself with a permanent marker, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so your next step after you have everything traced over in your permanent markers is you're going to take your tracing paper and you're going to put it down right on top of your portrait. So you can see the cool thing about tracing paper is you can see right through it, and yet it's a whole new surface for you to draw on now, which is awesome. So I'm going to take some tape and go ahead and tape mine down so it doesn't move while I'm doing this. And we're going to add some awesome color to our picture, our self-portrait. And here is an example of Frida Kahlo's pictures, her paintings that she used to do. She's known for her portraits and self-portraits, and she's also known for her use of color. So you are going to use your markers to create all kinds of color around your self-portrait. Don't color on top of your beautiful faces. You're going to color around it. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to take this marker and I'm going to start right here and I'm going to make a flower. And flowers can look all different, right? There's all different shapes and sizes of flowers. So you can be as creative as you want to be with this. And you're going to add as much color as you want. So just like that, I make a flower, and I can add some leaves around my flower, like this. And I can add a different color inside of my flower, like this. And look at that. It already brightens up everything a ton. Okay, you're going to go ahead and do that all the way around your beautiful self-portrait. Start coloring and creating. And there you have it. When you're done, your own Frida Kahlo inspired self-portrait. I cannot wait to see what yours look like. Make sure you have Mom and Dad snap a picture and send it to me. I hope you all enjoyed our project today, and I hope you had a little creative inspiration. See you all soon for the next project. Bye, kiddos.